Dobar dan, zovem se Johann Sattler, ja sam ambasador Europske unije u BiH. Moja poruka je ostani kući i pomozi da se zaustavi širenje virusa. Pročitaj dobru knjigu. Ja ću iskoristiti ovaj dan da počnem čitati ovu knjigu. Moji roditelji. Napisao ju je Alexander Hamon, jedan od najpoznatijih savremenih pisaca iz BiH. Da krenemo. My parents met in 1959. My father had a roommate, Nicho, whose sister Shisha was my mother's roommate. One day Nicho came to see by her sister. My father tagged along. The first time Tata saw Mama, she was on bed studying, her legs set-shaped. I imagine her hair fashionable puffed up with that intelligent reading face of hers. What they talked about, I don't know, but my father was a charmer. And my mother was a joyful young woman, and they went to dance together. The band must have played Polanka, Adriano Celentano, George Marianovic, the hits from the Sanremo festival. They soon were dating. They took strolls together, started kissing. My father, typically blunt, told my mother that she didn't know how to kiss, whereas he had practiced in high school with one Ružica. My mother got upset, and he had to schmooze his way back into her good graces. Love did not interfere with their studies. However, education was a chance they would never dare to miss, as they were the first ones in their respective families to go to college. My mother would come by his dorm with the 2 movie tickets to lure him into going out and possibly making out, but if he had to study, he would decline and deploy his roommate as a pinch date. Mama had a friend named Boschko, who was respectful toward women and even randomly gave them flowers. My father, Nicho, once cornered the nice Boschko and threatened him because his gentlemanliness cast him in a very bad light. I suppose Boschko backed off, for my father's comparatively uncouth charm continued to operate upon my mother. They kept going out, and eventually, like everyone else, they went to see love and fashion. Apart from singing, strumming the guitar, and playing volleyball, my father was constantly telling stories to whoever was willing to listen. He was good at it, and still is. The stories were mainly about his family and the Vucek neighbors, Branko, Duja, Makivia, who became stock characters. One time, he dreamt in installments. For a couple of successive nights, his dreams were somehow narratively connected, or at least that's how the story goes. So this is the book written by Alexander Hamon. It's been on my reading list for a long time. I'm very grateful to my colleagues to have suggested. I've been reading Bosnian authors. Currently, I'm reading Cevat Karahasan, and now, finally, it's Alexander Hamon. I'm very happy also to be reading about a book about parents. These days, we are in difficult times. My parents, for instance, they are old. They are 82 and 77. They have been in isolation for more than 4 weeks now. We've been very tough with them, my brothers and sisters and myself, to tell them stay home. Because why? Because we want to have them still for a very long time with us. So I can only tell you here in Bosnia and Herzegovina to do the same thing, to tell your parents, your grandparents to stay home, because we want to have them for a long time. Finally, also to you, ostani kući, stay home, stay safe, and be kind to your mind.
Dijeljenje iskustava, prisjećanje, dopunjavanje onih dijelova sjećanja koji nedostaju, razgovori putem telefona, Skype-a, Vibera mogu biti način prevladavanja ograničenja fizičkog kontakta u ovoj situaciji, ali i prilika za kreiranje nekih novih pozitivnih iskustava u suočavanju sa izazovima trenutne situacije. Naši roditelji, članovi šire porodice, prijatelji, komšije, građani treće životne dobi su kategorija stanovništva kojima je izrečena mjera izolacije, to jest ograničenog kretanja. Ovoj populaciji situaciju dodatno otežava kontinuirana i svakodnevna izloženost informacijama o rizicima za ovu populaciju koju donosi trenutna situacija, o stopi smrtnosti ove populacije, o rizicima kontakta sa drugim ljudima, baš za ovu populaciju pa i sa članovima uže porodice. Pomozimo našim članovima naše društvene zajednice da se osjećaju manje izolirano i manje ugroženo tako što ćemo više razgovarati sa njima, tako što ćemo podijeliti relevantne informacije sa kojima raspolažemo, tako što ćemo saslušati njihove strahove i brige vezano za trenutnu situaciju, tako što ćemo im pomoći da istraju i izdrže u zaštiti svog zdravlja. Hvala.